Today we'll be continuing the Egyptian civilization and we'll be studying about the Egyptian religion. Religion was an important feature of Egyptian society. The sun god Ra was the most important god. Some gods were represented by symbols such as the falcon, crocodile, etc. Some other gods were Isis, Osiris, Horus, Anubis, and Amun. The embalmed body, mummy, was placed in a coffin and put in a pyramid. Many objects were used by the dead person were also placed in the pyramid with the belief that the dead person may need it. Osiris, the lord of the afterlife, was an important god of worship by the Egyptians. The pyramids were the tomb of pharaohs. The Egyptians believed in life after death. They believed that the body should be preserved so that the soul might live on within it. They developed the art of preserving the body to great perfection, a process called mummification. Now let us look at the achievements of the Egyptians. Pyramids. The most impressive monument of the Egyptians were the pyramids. They are large triangular structures. The two most famous spectacular ones are situated at Giza near Cairo. The largest of the pyramids, the Great Pyramid, was built by Pharaoh Cheops in 2650 BCE. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world and took 20 years to be built. The tomb of King Tutankhamen was found intact in the 1920s. Pyramids were the tombs of pharaohs. They contained mummies, clothes, jewelry, and many precious items. When a pharaoh died, his embalmed body was kept inside the pyramid. It was protected and preserved. The Sphinx. It is a fine example of Egyptian sculpture. It is a mythological animal with the body of a lion and the head of a man. It is carved out of a single stone. It was meant to guard the pyramids. The most remarkable among them is the Great Sphinx at Giza, which is 240 feet long and 66 feet high. The temple at Karnak and Abu Simbel are very impressive and awe-inspiring. Egyptian script. The Egyptians developed a kind of picture writing known as hieroglyphic, which means sacred or holy writing. The word hiero means holy and glyphics means writing. Therefore, hieroglyphics means holy writings. Pictures and signs represented their ideas. It had about 500 signs. The Egyptians used pens made of reed. Ink was made of gum and soot. They wrote on the bark stripes of a plant called papyrus. The word paper has its origin in the word papyrus. Now let us look at the Egyptian mathematics, science, and medicine. The Egyptians made great progress in arithmetic. They knew about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. They were aware of the decimals and fractions. They could measure areas, volumes, and distances. They had made great progress in the field of medicine. One of their medical books give us a detailed description of blood circulation system. The achievement of the Egyptians in the field of medicine can be proved by the fact that the mummies kept thousands of years ago are still well preserved. Astronomy. The solar calendar has been one of the greatest achievements of the Egyptians. They needed an accurate knowledge of seasons, rains, and floods for their farming. They observed that the great Sirius appeared on the horizon when the floods reached Cairo, and this happened after 365 days. It inspired them to make the first known calendar of 365 days in a year of 12 months, each of 30 days. 5 more days were added to the calendar for celebration of religious festivals. Now let us see how the Egyptian civilization declined. Egypt prospered during the period of the New Kingdom, but by 1000 BCE, Egypt fell on bad days. It was conquered by new powers. The pharaohs had to fight for their very existence against the invaders from the region of the south of Egypt in Africa and the new powers across the Mediterranean Sea. The last ruler of Egypt was Cleopatra, and after her, Egypt became a part of the Roman Empire. This brings us to the end of the chapter Egyptian Civilization.